Almost everyone connects South Dakota residency with RVers. And RVers are a big part of it, that's true. But some of the people who benefit the most from it have never owned an RV in their life, and probably never will. So in this video, I want to clear up who South Dakota residency is actually for. South Dakota and residency go hand in hand, and there have been YouTube videos and social media posts back 10 years. But if you've been assuming it's an RV thing and you're not an RVer, you might be walking right past something that fits your situation perfectly. Here's how the myth got started. RVers were the early visible crowd. They travel full-time, they obviously can't use a house they don't have, so they needed a home-based state. And South Dakota worked really well for them. That story got told over and over. So now, the whole idea sits filed in most people's heads under recreational vehicles. And anyone who isn't living in one assumes the door is closed to them. It isn't. The RV was never the requirement. It was just the first use case people happened to see. Let me explain why South Dakota in plain terms, and then who it's really for. The why is simple. No state income tax. A residency process that's genuinely straightforward, and a very low bar to establish it, as little as one overnight stay in the state with the right documentation. That combination is why it became the go-to home base. None of it has anything to do with owning an RV. So here's who benefits, beyond RVers. Remote workers. If you can live and work from anywhere, you can choose a simple, tax-friendly home base, instead of staying tied to a high-cost state you're barely in. Entrepreneurs and business owners who want privacy and a clean, stable base for both their life and their company. Expats, Americans living abroad who still need a real U.S. home state for their license, their banking, and their taxes. Snowbirds, who split the year between places and want one consistent legal home instead of a messy in-between. And traveling professionals, like travel nurses moving between assignments in different states, who need one stable base that doesn't reset every few months. There's some noise out there worth cutting through. You'll see people in Facebook groups swapping half-right rules about how long you have to stay, or what counts, or whether it's even allowed. A lot of it is outdated or just wrong. The actual requirements are clearer and simpler than the internet makes them sound, and they apply the same whether you drive a motorhome or fly to Portugal. So the myth is that South Dakota residency is an RV thing. The truth is, it's a home-based thing. And a home base is something a lot more people need than just full-time travelers. Whichever of those groups you fall into, this is what we do end to end. The overnight, the license, the address, the paperwork, all of it. For RVers and non-RVers alike, one team walking you through it, instead of you trying to reverse engineer the rules on your own. So if you've been assuming South Dakota residency wasn't for you because you're not living in an RV, take another look. It might fit you better than you think. If you're just starting your freedom journey, I've put together a free Freedom Starter checklist. You can download it using the link below. Until next time, keep building a life defined by freedom, not by a zip code.